Ugh. Sorry, guys. It's Jay. Welcome back to the channel. Man. Live video, guys. Live video. Unfortunately, there's nothing much I can do about that. A lot of it has to do with my inability to understand exactly how to use the system. But welcome, guys, back to the channel. Thank you again. My name, of course, is Jay. It is Sunday, 10:38 p.m. Thank you for joining the stream. Yeah, kind of got a late start today. Man, it's been just one of those weekends. Went out a whole bunch of times, did a bit of hunting, spent a little bit of time with family because now we can. And yeah, it's just, trying to get back to a normal part of life, if you will. And, it's not as simple as I thought it was going to be, right? Everyone thought that, when things, the closures stopped and everyone was able to get back to normal, seeing everybody, that everything would just go back to normal. But the truth is, it's not. It's not as simple as that. Still a lot of things that people have to get used to, going around, meeting others. But I did manage to meet some good friends this weekend. Of course, went to see some of my family, which was a lot of fun. And yeah, of course, there was a lot of toy hunting. And I was able to actually catch a couple of cool films this weekend. Suicide Squad, which if you guys have seen it, I would like to talk a little bit about it. I thought it was actually a really good film. And yeah, I got to catch up on the Bad Batch, which honestly, I gotta admit, it's becoming one of my one of my bigger obsessions right now. It's Star Wars in general. For the longest time, was not really part of my interests for quite some time now. But as of late, with some of their newer offerings, I have to say I'm very, very excited. And it's really kind of caught my attention and re-energized my my interest back into the Star Wars lore. It started with The Mandalorian, which was an amazing series for me. I couldn't believe just how captivating The Mandalorian ended up being. Starting with the introduction of The Mandalorian, Din Djarin, and then of course the child, which was for the longest time everyone was affectionately calling him Baby Yoda, which of course we sort of didn't know what he was at one point. Then as we started to realize that the universe was after, the fall of the Empire, thanks to Luke Skywalker, we started realizing that the child could not possibly be Yoda and had to be someone completely different. And it ended up being that it was actually a younger, we believe it's Yoda's race. And he ended up becoming, a character of his own called Grogu, right? So that was actually a really huge development in the Star Wars mythos. And yeah, I have to say, I'm really, really I'm really, really excited at where the series is going. And yeah, the Bad Batch itself is also something which I really had no concept of. I remember, catching a couple of episodes of Rebels, and I think it was what was it? It was the Clone Wars. So yeah, those in and of themselves were really cool series. And I remember hearing about this clone trooper, what was it? Special Forces 99 or something like that. And when they talked about Special Forces 99, I remember saying, "What the heck are these guys?" And now they've got a whole series to themselves. And I remember at the time saying, the Bad Batch, they're going to do a whole series about a bunch of clones. I was like, I wonder how exciting that's going to be. Holy crap. Has it ever turned out to be one heck of a great ride? I can't believe just how exciting each of the episodes has become. It really has captured my imagination, and I'm really excited about what's happening, and really looking forward to the next episodes that are on the way. So today started off pretty late, so I'm not surprised if there aren't going to be too many people here tonight. But I did want to come on and chat a little bit about some of the things that are some of the developments that are happening in toy news today, and some of the things which I found really interesting for the past week. And I hope you guys will just sit back and we'll discuss a few of those things coming up soon. Who's in the chat tonight? Fabulous Disaster. Hey, how's it going, Fabulous Disaster? Good to see you tonight. Collector Ace Liber. Hey Ace, how's it going? Good to see you. Great announcements that are coming up. I'm really looking forward to some of the new developments for the for Ramen Toy. It's gonna get really exciting. Sleeping, hey, Sleeping Collectibles, good to see you, bro. What's going on? Hello, everybody. Collector Ace Liber says, hello, sleeping. Ace, I need to do another Disneyland before 2021 is done. I did 7 back-to-back Tron rides last December. Well, I heard they're back open, so yeah. I think you have to book it well in advance now. It's getting fast and furious. You just watched Revelations? Excellent, wonderful. Thankfully you've watched, but you haven't watched episode 5. So we won't talk too much about Revelations. I'm doing an entire episode recap of the entire series coming up soon. Kind of like my final thoughts, if you will. Definitely want to talk a little bit more about what I thought of the series. Nothing too critical, but I think a lot of people have been very critical about the series and maybe taking it a little bit too seriously, in my opinion, and in a lot of ways just have kind of missed the point in a lot of ways. And again, it's for me, it's just it's a cartoon series. It's an anime, and it's for entertainment. So everyone who's talking about Master Universe Revelations and the way it's been going in a different light, it's seemingly. I really don't understand why they would go down that road, but they seem to have gone in that direction. So, it is what it is. People do have their opinions, and they're entitled to them. But I am always of the point that we should all have discussions around these things in a constructive manner. So definitely want to talk more to as many people as possible and really discuss my thoughts with Master Universe Revelations 100%. Ace says, to me, it's better to have than not have. That's the way I look at it too. Absolutely, Ace, 100%. I'm in total agreement with you. Chemical Reaction. Not liking the series much, but love the figures. Found Mossman today. Very cool figure. Excellent. Yes, there's a silver lining on all fronts. I think if the series is not your cup of tea, I mean that's fine. But if the figures are what's doing it for you, heck, Master Universe existed as figures well before the television series ever came around. Had its own mythos, had its own mini comics and storyline. It was a great property, all in all. Wonderful way to look at it. Ace, it's not easy to create / animate. Kudos for having it. 100%. I totally agree. Exactly. I would rather have it in existence than not to have it. 100%. And I totally agree with that. So, a whole bunch of things happening in the toy world today. A lot of crazy developments and a lot of surprising reveals. First thing I wanted to talk about is something I really want to bring a lot of people's attention to. I've been talking about this a little while, since last week, as I recall, starting. But I really wanted to talk about the WWE Mattel Creations next generation new generation arena. I don't think this is getting enough press. I think that a lot of people need to start finding out more about this, because I'm not the biggest wrestling fan out there, but I think that this, in terms of wrestling for wrestling fans, is something really important. This is a huge deal in my opinion, honestly. And not enough people are talking about it, I don't think, and it's really something that has to be discussed. So, guys, if you didn't know, the Mattel Creations, which is Mattel's crowdsourcing platform, where they do a lot of their crowdsourcing projects. And of course, their convention exclusives. Their next crowdfunding project, which is interesting to a lot of people. But as I said, a lot of people still aren't aware of it, as far as I can tell, because the backing so far, is nowhere near what it needs to be. So yeah, I wanted to really just touch on this today, so that people know exactly what's happening with the project and understand that this is this is the thing you got to jump on now if you want this thing funded. So the WWE Mattel Creations WWE Ultimate Edition New Generations Arena is only $250 to back. Right now, they're only at 43% funded, 2,169 backers for their target of 5,000, which is not even half of what they need right now, and they've only have 13 days left in the crowdfunding pledges. So we really need to talk about this. We really need to get a lot of more people aware of what's happening. So this is going to be my little throwing my hat into this. Hopefully, a lot more people will get a little bit more awareness about what's happening. So if you didn't know, the WWE Ultimate Edition New Generation Arena is a full-size arena for 7-inch action figures. This is crazy. So if you don't, if for a lot of us who have been wrestling fans, the WWE wrestling ring. I believe they have one ring. Sorry, I can't even spell right now. Yeah, the wrestling ring itself. That's interesting. They actually don't have, as far as I know, they don't have one. They did release a Castle Grayskull one. WWE, Masters of I can't even spell, of the WWE Universe. Come on. There we go. Yeah, this ring, as you can tell, is the size of most normal wrestling rings. And to be perfectly honest with you, it is lacking. It is not anywhere near the size it needs to be, because as you can tell, so this is the ring itself. This is collectorsxdestroy.com. They have a few images available for here, so I just opened this up for us to take a look at. And yeah, as you can see, this wrestling ring can barely hold two figures in the ring itself. Imagine if you had to have a Royal Rumble. This would not be anywhere near adequate enough to actually have any sort of real matches between like 6 different characters. This is not this is just lacking in size. Appearance is okay, but this was specifically made for the WWE characters, so these are only 5-inch characters. We're talking about 7-inch characters, that need to climb into a wrestling ring. And if we go back to ringsidecollectibles.com, they actually showcase that they do have a full-size wrestling ring for the WWE, sorry, the AEW figures. If I just want to bring it up, yeah, this is their full-size ring. But this is actually only the skirts. But the full-size ring itself it's gigantic. Why is it only showing the ring? This is just dumb. Sorry, guys. I thought I had it here. Yeah, see, even the regular size ring for the WWE SmackDown. This is the one I was actually hoping to look at. How come the pictures aren't coming up? Of course, nothing's working when I want it to work, and when I don't want it to work, that's when it starts working. Of course. Anyway, there it is. So this is the exact same size as the. And again, I brought up the wrong one, but this is the NXT WWE ringside. The Superstars ring, and as you can see, it's really nowhere near the size that it needs to be. I think maybe 6, maybe four characters can fit in here at the same time. Nowhere near the size that it actually needs to be. So, Mattel Creations actually started a brand new Kickstarter. Crowdsourced project for a full size ring. This thing's gigantic. Just for the overall, the actual overall dimensions are not listed here, which is stupid. How am I supposed to talk about this thing properly if they don't actually show all the proper dimensions? Believe it or not, the AEW full size ring is actually has all the information that we need. So I'm just going to bring that up. Let's see if we can get this. Here we are. All right, so that's the medium ring, which I talked about before. I want to talk about the full size. Here it is, authentic scale. So this is the authentic scale version of the ring. It is gigantic, and it pretty much is the same size of the proposed ring for the WWE. So as we can see here, you can fit more than 12 characters in here comfortably. It's gigantic, and this is the proper size of a ring that it actually should be. So this is comparable to what the Mattel Creations is actually going to be bringing out. And let's check out it comes with side skirts, comes with the walk up stage. Let's check out the specs, because this is actually very similar to the way the WWE is going to be scaled. So it's 22.4 by 22.6 inches. That's the size I wanted to get from there, because it just doesn't. It's really dumb. It doesn't list all the size scale that's actually here that's really needed. And it comes with a number of different accessories, which make it really cool. It comes with a entrance stage, classic WWE entrance stage, fully LED backlit, and has 7 different LED effects. It has a pull-away curtain so that you can see the figures walking in and making their grand entrance. Wonderful addition to the set. It also comes with a full character, which is Diesel, and he looks amazing. Comes with his vest, an alternate head, and 2 additional hands. Turnbuckles with fully what are those? I guess fully realized turnbuckles, and the what's it called? The ropes are actually spring loaded, so they'll react to all of your characters' interactions. It also has a covering and fully with floorboards and the lattice, as well as the side skirts. The side skirts included as well. This is a fully realized playset. Let's take a look at the video.
Welcome to the new generation.
Let's not watch that, unfortunately, without the sound. So yeah, it's a full-size ring. The background crowd is not included, unfortunately. Neither are the lights and sound. Okay, I played the wrong video. There it is. So as you can see, it has some assembly required. You can actually see, you can assemble the actual framework, the boards themselves, the covering on the top, side skirts, as well as the posts, the ropes, and the turnbuckles. Incredible attention to detail, looking authentic. Oh, it also comes with the walk-up stairs, the walk-up steps as well. Wonderful attention to detail. This project is not getting as nearly as much attention as it absolutely needs to have. And now, because of that, I think that Mattel Creations has actually added an additional early bird selection just to sweeten the deal. So if you back this project before August 13th at 9 p.m. Pacific time, you can receive the Macho Madness Announcers Pack. This is insane. So not only do you get everything that you see here, the entrance stage, Diesel, the walk upstairs, the rings, side skirts, turnbuckles, posts, everything that's included with a full-size ring. You also will get the Macho Madness Announcers Pack, which includes the Macho Man Randy Savage in his announcer's getup here, which looks freaking insane. I've seen him wear this a couple of times during matches for the WWE Ultimates. And you'll get that figure, which unfortunately you don't have any actual pictures of it. They only have these promotional shots from when he was doing it back in the day. You'll get 2 additional blue fold-away chairs, a full-size announcer's table with side skirt, 2 monitors, 2 WWE announcers microphones, and on top of that, you'll get an additional headset for anyone else who's going to be sitting in the second chair. It could be Jesse Ventura, it could be Bobby the Brain Heenan, it could be a whole bunch of different announcers who are ringside to commentate the entire match. This is crazy. Now, the AEW Authentic Ring for the full-size version is $149.99. What Mattel Creations is asking for is $250. And originally, the AEW ring is just the ring itself. Like I said, turnbuckles, ropes, side skirts, padding on top. This one was all that plus Diesel and the entrance stage with LED lights. That value alone was actually really well worth it, because when you think about it, at $150, all you got was the ring, right? Then you got a $19 figure in Diesel, right? Full size, and he's bigger than most characters. He's probably like 7.5 inches. He's got to be, right? And then you got a full LED entrance, set with 7 different LED effects and curtain. That's actually pretty good. I would imagine that would have been another, $25. So that would have been $200 on top, plus $50, for the crowdsourcing aspect of it. But now they're showing that up completely. If you back the project before August 13th, you're going to be getting a second figure in Macho Man. Macho Man announcer, who must be an exclusive figure. I've never seen this guy ever before. So if they make him an exclusive just for this crowdsource project, that wouldn't shock me at all. 2 fold-away chairs, the table with side skirt, 2 monitors. I'm repeating myself a lot, guys. This is crazy. 2 monitors, 2 microphones, and an additional headset for anybody who's going to be sitting beside Macho Man. I know I'm repeating myself quite a bit, but the reality is that not enough people are talking about this. And now, Mattel's actually, they've stepped it up. They've actually, put their money where their mouth is. They're actually going to include the Macho Madness Announcers Pack if you back this project by August 13th, 2021 at 9 p.m. Pacific time. So I really do suggest that if you're a wrestling fan of any age and you're a WWE fan, for sure, you should be looking at backing this project. This is a full-size ring, which has never been done before for WWE. There is a full-size ring, as I've showed multiple times tonight, for the AEW, wrestling figures. But come on, seriously, we need a WWE full-size ring. This is something that's on any wrestling fan should be getting this. The small the mid-sized version of these is just not big enough, honestly. For the full-size matches, if you wanted a Royal Rumble, everybody's going to be tight in there. It just won't make any sense. This is the ring that you want. The crown jewel of a collection for any wrestling fan. This is just crazy. Everybody should be looking at this. People who are wrestling fans really should be looking to back this project. It's only $250 when you think about it. It's not a lot. Compared to a lot of other crowdsourcing projects out there, this is crazy. Considering everything you get the ring, you get the entrance stage, you get Diesel, and if you back it early enough, you also get Macho Man 2 and all these additional accessories. My gosh, guys, if you've been thinking about getting your own wrestling ring for WWE Ultimates figures, this is the time to do it. I seriously recommend everybody take a look at this. At least have a look at the Mattel Creations website. Find out if you're interested in backing this. There are only 13 days left, and if you want to get in on the early bird, you only have 4 days. 4 days left on the early bird. So yeah, guys, definitely check this out. If you're interested in the WWE Ultimates Edition New Generation Arena, this is something you can't miss. Now, I'd be amiss if I didn't talk about the stretch goals, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. But I do want to stress that it's only 43% funded, 13 days left. Their target is 5,000, so they needed another 2,400 to hit their goal. Again, my math is probably off somewhere there, but guys, please take a look. No, it's 2,800 backers. What am I talking about? At least 2,800 backers to get this fully funded. So yeah, guys, please check out this project. I really think that in terms of WWE fans, this is something that can't be missed. The stretch goals, if anybody's interested, if they reach 7,000 backers, they're also going to get Ultimate Doink the Clown, who will be part of their stretch goal. And if they get to 8,000 backers by some miracle, they'll have swappable ring skirts, which kind of annoys me because I can't even click to see any of the, this is kind of, honestly, this was not their website is not the best in terms of showcasing some of the additions that come with it. Here we go, finally. All right, so I just had to scroll down. So as I said again, one more time, New Generation Entrance Stage, the Ultimate Edition ring, Diesel. Those are the standard offerings. If you go for the early bird, you do get the Macho Man Announcers Pack, Macho Madness Announcers Pack, and then for the stretch goals at 7,000 backers, you're going to get an Ultimate Edition's Doink the Clown, and you also get 8K at 8,000 backers. You will get another set of side skirts, WrestleMania, and it looks like, come on, you can barely see that. So you get the WrestleMania side skirts, and you also get the WWE in your house side skirts as well. So yeah, this is a very exciting project. I hope people will consider backing this project. It really looks like a lot of fun. Again, $250 for this is not that much when you consider the AEW Authentic ring, which is the same size, goes for $150. I'm not being paid to do any of this, guys. I have no connections with Mattel or AEW or WWE. It's just I really think that this is a project that needs more eyes on it. I think if a lot more wrestling fans get jazzed about this and really, get excited about backing this project, I think that they can make it. And you know what? It would be great to actually have this as part of the WWE Ultimates collection. I mean, it really is something. Full-size rings are just something that, don't come around very often. Obviously, AEW is doing a lot of great marketing and a lot of great supporting their fans with full-size rings of this size. Not cheap, though. Of course, it's $149, but it just goes to show that WWE can bring it as well. So, yeah, just wanted to really bring some attention to that because I really don't think enough people are talking about this ring. And I really wanted to get as many people aware of it as possible and the short time left that it has to actually get some funding. I'm not the biggest wrestling fan out there. I'll be the first to admit that, but I have to say this type of project really hits home for me because I had a lot of LGN figures when I was growing up, and somewhere downstairs I still have Hulk Hogan, Hillbilly Jim, Nikolai Volkov, who was the other one? I think I have Randy Savage somewhere. I have a whole bunch of wonderful LJN figures downstairs, and I've looked at some of the great figures that have been coming out for WWE. I look at them all the time when I'm doing some hunts, and I have to say they look amazing. So, having them in a tiny, tiny little ring that that they've been offering for years, it just never really sit well with me because, again, it harkens back to those old days of the LJN ring where really you could only have like 3 or 4 figures in there at the time comfortably. A WrestleMania, a Royal Rumble just wasn't going to happen, right? But with something this size, with something of this grandeur and depth, you can actually have like 10, 12 figures in there at the time, and they'll actually be able to do what they need to do. Just have a massive Rumble, and it'll be so great. Anyways, guys, very interesting project. I thought I'd really bring some attention to that. I thought some of you guys might be interested if you didn't already know about it. So I wanted to touch on that. As my first thing, as my first point of topic for this evening. By the way, guys, cheers to everybody. Okay, so Ace, I can sense under the live action Master of the Universe in our future. A lot of future pegs on the past. Meaning film creators are looking to get a lot of reboots. I last heard Airwolf. Oh my gosh! Unless it's a baseless rumor. So. I mean, they've been talking about the WWE live action film forever. It's been in development hell for a long time. As early as last year, they actually had a cast set up, and then apparently, when if rumors are true, what's his name? The Black Adam film. As soon as it was announced, the main the person that cast as He-Man, I don't even know his name. But apparently he jumped ship to actually be in that movie. So I don't know if those rumors are true. I have no idea. But that's what I've been. That's what I've heard. Those are the last tidbits of news I've heard. So I don't know if that's actually true. But it would be very interesting. Oh my God. Oh gosh. Timothy, once again, my friend, you are so amazing. Thank you so much. You really don't have to do that. I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much, Timothy. You're amazing. How are you doing, my friend? Like, I've been rambling on for like what seems like an eternity. I hope I didn't just catch your message on the tail end of it. Thank you so much for the super chat, Timothy. You are amazing. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much for that. Please ask me a question. What's on your mind? How have you been, Timothy? Have you been finding the figures that you've been looking for? I hope you're doing well and staying safe, my friend. Okay, so. Yeah, Master Universe, I'm really hoping that eventually they'll get that live-action film or even a live-action series at this point. I wouldn't mind something like that along those lines. I really wouldn't. So hopefully we'll see something happening and something will come out of it. Airwolf? Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh, guys. If they made Airwolf into a live-action series again, I think it would be expensive, but I think most of the effects would be CG. I don't think they would do any more live-action shots, which would be a shame. Because a lot of the appeal out of Airwolf was definitely those live action aerial shots, but today I think all of that stuff would be done on CG. Thunderblade, all those other things. Blue Thunder. All those crazy airship shows. They would all be done with CG today. I don't know how else they would get it on budget and properly. On the cheap anyway, to get it out there. So I really don't know if that's actually something, but yeah, Airwolf would be interesting. I think Airwolf would be a really cool series to show up today. Pardon me. The fact that even companies like Mattel and Hasbro need crowdfunding to me shows that although collectors market is big, it's also very niche. This is actually true. There's a lot of value in nostalgia these days, but I think Ace, you'll agree with me. Certain projects which are how can I say this? They're risky projects. Risky projects like vehicles. I think you and I have had this conversation before. Vehicles and play sets. Castle Grayskull, for example, Snake Mountain. These are actually very risky for for toy companies these days, because if your line hasn't actually sold well, like just not that it's not selling well. The Master Universe Origins seems to be selling incredibly well, which is the reason why I think they actually brought out Castle Grayskull. But if it hasn't sold well, they're not going to risk doing a vehicle, right? I mean, Prince Adam right now is pegworming here in Ontario. Battle Cat is also doing the same thing. He's starting to pegworm like crazy. Panther, luckily, seems like everyone seems to want him, so he doesn't seem to stay on the shelf very long. But how long is that going to last? I'm holding out hope that the Battle Ram is still in our future, but if Prince Adam continues to pegworm the way he's doing right now, I think it's not looking very good. I think it was a mistake, a little bit of a mistake, to actually bundle Prince Adam with the Sky Sled. I think they should have just went the whole route and did the whole Battle Ram, because I think that would have been appealing to all fans of Master Universe. Whereas now, Prince Adam in the original Master Universe mythos and the line itself, he was not really a character which a lot of people sought after. Right? He was in the third wave, third or fourth year of Master Universe when they came out. Really, really closer to the end of the line, and yeah. Again, it like in terms of story, that's where it was. But they never did a King Randor. They never did a Queen Marlena. They never did a Princess Adora. So because the royal family wasn't something that you could collect, and there was no Cringer, so you couldn't even have the royal family altogether. I think it really sort of detracted from that. Now, if they actually bring out Queen Marlena, King Randor, and maybe even a Cringer, because honestly, the Battle Cat's still too big. If they brought out those three characters in the Origins line, I think it would really re-energize the idea of buying the Sky Sled with Prince Adam, because now you have the royal family together. And just to sweeten the pot, because what's it called? She-Ra has already been released in the line. If you release Princess Adora, oh my God, I think the necessity to collect the entire royal family will shoot through the roof. I think everybody will need to pick up their Prince Adams again. I think they'll have to pick up King Randor, Queen Marlena, Princess Adora, and Cringer. I think that those will be a must-have for anyone's collection. But it's hard to say now because, again, Prince Adam is peg-warming, and because of that, it's a very, like I said, niche project, as you're mentioning. So, forwarding to that, projects like a full-size wrestling ring, which is really expensive when you think about it, especially for Mattel. A lot of people think, well, what's the big deal? It's just a square box with a cover, side skirts, and yeah, but that square box actually, in terms of tool and die, and the production aspect of it, all and the marketing behind it, yeah, it's risky. Like not everybody wants to buy a full size ring. I think that it really is just something for hardcore fans, people who really want to display their figures inside a full size ring. You also got to remember, where's anybody going to put this thing? It's 22 by 22 inches. I'm rounding it off, but yeah, it's 22 by 22 inches square. plus the ramp that goes up to the top. Side skirts notwithstanding, it also is pretty high, right? It's actually well higher than 9 inches tall, including the turnbuckles. So yeah, and the posts. So yeah, it's a big playset, right? It's arguably it's bigger than Castle Grayskull, square footage wise. So yeah, it's like, where are you going to put this thing, right? It's going to be a centerpiece on your coffee room table, which a lot of significant others are not going to be happy with. So yeah, it's definitely a risk. It is a risk for, and it's definitely an adult collectible. I don't see any parents buying this for their kids. It's $250. So yeah, I think that on that sense, Ace, I think that it's an absolute must to do it on a crowdsourced project, because really only the hardcore collectors are really going to want to buy it. I really don't think that they want 5,000 backers, right? And that, as you know, as well, not everyone knows this, but I think Ace, as you know, that's like a minimum run. That's like your absolute minimum run for any project. So 5,000 pieces, they're not making any money off of this, which is why it's $250. They're slapping on an additional premium just to be able to make this project happen. So yeah, and it's kind of like, I would equate it to cars. You have GM, you have Ford, you have these big companies that make cars, but everyone's like, well, why are you bothering to make the Mustang? Why are you bothering to make the GT? Why are you bothering to make all these exotic cars? They only sell, like they're only sold to like really premium buyers, and no Joe Blow can actually afford them, right? But the reality is, people get excited by these cars, right? If somebody goes and buys a Ford GT, just the mythos behind it, the idea of the engineering behind it, the history that's behind the GT line, right? People get excited by that kind of stuff, and that's actually what keeps it in the mind of the public consciousness, right? So if you want to energize, if you want to get some awareness to this, right, and get people excited, I think that doing crowdsource projects like this, dream projects like this, like the Razor Crest, like a Sentinel, like Galactus, Unicron, you know what I mean? Like all these crazy, insane projects that cost like hundreds and hundreds of dollars, right, to the end consumer. They are just dream projects, and really projects that only a very finite number of people with disposable income can actually get them, right? But it keeps people it keeps the products in the minds of the people who love these products, and that's actually why they do them. They're literally in some cases, I'm not going to say all cases, but they're literally losing money on a lot of these projects. But it doesn't matter to them, because what they want to do is they want to keep everybody engaged. They want to keep everybody excited about the projects that are coming out. Like Scareglow, for example, 100% they lost money on Scareglow, the STC, the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Any exclusive figure that they bring out, they lose money on them, because literally you have such a small finite run, right? They probably didn't even meet their minimum run requirement, but they're bringing them out because, again, they just bring this imagination and this excitement to people for these products, and that's actually the reason why they keep doing exclusives for conventions. Again, for the price they're selling it at, they're not making any money. They're losing money on these exclusives, and in the end, they actually gain value in the secondary market. But that's what they want. They want people to actually continue to trade them, continue to sell them, continue to talk about that product as a legendary item, for example. Right? Star Wars is one of the biggest guys who does that. Basically, how many Boba Fett's are there out there? Boba Fett is like all over the place, but people keep buying the freaking guy. Why? He died in like 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Like he's like on screen for like 40 minutes of the entire trilogy, right? Like seriously, why is this guy such a badass character? He's got that legendary status, right? It really makes sense. So they keep making the guy. And then when he comes out with a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, or an exclusive that you can only get at Target or Walmart or Entertainment Earth or God knows wherever else he's going to show up, man, does that figure just skyrocket in price? I was at San Diego Comic-Con 2019. I think it was 2019. I'm pretty sure it was 2019. Yeah, I picked up the San Diego Comic-Con Boba Fett. I think I've showed it here on the channel a couple of times. And yeah, I had no idea he was gonna get up to like $200. I had no freaking clue. It was insane. But yeah, I've got him now, and people are like, put him under glass, put him under something. I'm like, I don't know. I got him stacked. He's stacked at the bottom of every other figure that I've got. I don't, again, to me, he wasn't really a figure that I was really, that concerned with. And now all of a sudden he's out there because he's got that legendary status. And now, as I said, Ace, coming full circle to this. The companies, if they want to do these projects, which are appeal to hardcore fans, the only way to do them right is to actually do them through crowdsourcing now, because they're the only ones who are really going to pick this up. And that's actually kind of proof positive here, because not enough information has been out about this particular project, and it's not getting the traction it needs to actually get funded. So it's up to people, fans like us, to actually tell each other about these types of projects and the fact that they exist. Because again, it's been up for 30 days. Its project goal was 30 days. It's already well past half. It's getting close to half of that now. Actually, no, it's over half. Right? There are only 13 days left of their 30-day campaign. So yeah, if this doesn't pick up very soon, and traditionally, human beings tend to fear of missing out, FOMO. It'll be the last 2 weeks where everything's sort of, oh my God, I got to get this thing. I got to get on top of it, or else, I'm not going to be able to get a chance on it. But before that, it's like they're sweating buckets right now. Mattel is like, what the heck is going on? We're not getting funding for this thing. They're really starting to get worried at this point, right? Which is why they did what they did, right? Because 14 days left, their stretch goal was doink. right? And their next stretch goal was swappable ring skirts, right? But because they didn't get any because they haven't got the traction they needed within the first 15 days, yeah, they said, okay, you know what, we need to sweeten the pot. So what did they do? They brought in the Macho Madness announcers pack, right? I mean, that tells you right away, yeah, like they're concerned. They are very, very concerned. They're not going to hit their target goals. So yeah, it's just one of those things. Like so it again, these are dream projects, right? These are projects which were never going to fly in the retail market because wrestling rings in general don't sell. Like, I'm sorry to say it, they don't. Right? Not everyone wants a wrestling ring, no matter if it's half the size or a full size ring. People just aren't buying them, right? I saw the Masters of WWE Castle Grayskull sit there for months. It's been literally like I can still find them in certain Walmarts, right? And I've bless them for whatever reason. I can't find Rattlesnake Mountain. I can't find it for anywhere. If anybody knows where to find a Rattlesnake Mountain, please tell me. I really want that Hulk Hogan figure, and I wouldn't mind getting the Rattlesnake. I wouldn't mind getting what the heck? Sorry. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Steve Austin. I think it's Steve Austin. Anyway, I wouldn't mind getting those two figures. This is the thing, and I can't even find them now, and I don't even know how that happened, but probably because the Grayskull ring didn't come with any figures, right? As far as I can tell, or did it come with? Actually, it did come with one, right? It came with. Did it come with someone? Hold on. Somebody, I'm not gonna. Sorry, I've already spent a lot of time on that. Somebody can tell me. Did the Castle Grayskull ring? Did it come with anybody? Because I don't remember now. It's been so long. But yeah, Ace, I think that I went on a full tangent there. Sorry about that. But yeah, I think that sort of explains my position on that. James Shapiro, Serapio. Okay, James, good to see you, my friend. Sorry if I butchered your name. How's it going? Chemical Reaction. It does look cool. I have nowhere to put that ring. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. It's a hard sell because it's hard to find a place to put it. Noel, hi, Mr. J. I'm very excited about the Galactus coming next year and hope we receive another Herald besides Nova and Surfer. Think we may get a shiny Surfer, maybe Terrax. That would be interesting. Unfortunately, I don't know why they're doing Silver Surfer. It just doesn't make sense. They should do, Terrax or, again, at least something unique, right? Another Herald. I mean, he's got tons of Heralds. Why just keep going with a figure that we receive so many other times? Collector, Ace. I wonder why of all wrestlers they select Diesel. Yeah, probably because of licensing. Probably because they already had him tied down to a 2-figure deal or maybe a 3-figure deal. So they decided, you know what, we're not going to lose anything by putting Diesel in with the set because again, he's already tied down to 2 figures. So they threw him in there, right? I think that's actually probably the reason why they did it, Ace. If you'll follow me, I think that's probably what they were thinking. Timothy, I'm good. Figures are coming in, and I'm not having to hunt down figures lately. That's excellent, Timothy. Glad to hear it. I have to hunt every day. We just do not have the abundance or the proper pre-orders up here in Canada. So sometimes it can be a little bit daunting to actually get the figures we want. So glad to hear that you're not having to go all over the place like the rest of us and hunt down figures. That's refreshing to hear. I have to say that. I really have to say it's very, very refreshing. Where are we here? How Roni Gaming? Because they just dropped a special Scott Hall figure, so technically he's being paywalled. If you want him to go along with your Razor Ramon and HBK, yeah. See, I'm of the same opinion. I think it has to do with the contracts and some sort of facial license. Their likeness rights. There must be something surrounding that because I can't see any other reason why they would include anybody else who would be much more sellable in the open market. I think that's really what it is. I think that they had, as I said, a 2-figure deal or 3-figure deal, and they decided, you know what, we could probably afford to put Diesel in just to sweeten the pot. And he just wasn't as enticing as they were hoping to be. Or like I said, not enough people are talking about this, so I'm talking about it now. Hopefully, it'll get some more eyes on it. Renegade, hey, Renegade Biker, good to see you. How's it going, my friend? Ace, I think a ring should come with a ring announcer. Mean Gene comes to mind. Yes. Problem is, again, likeness rights, right? The family is going to get involved, right? The estate has to get involved. So if they don't already have an existing contract in place, which is what I'm thinking they already had with Diesel, they're probably going to have to re-sign something, and it's going to just cost more to actually do, the ring itself. So I think that's really the hang up. I think that's where everything kind of got caught up, and the whole situation got convoluted. Mr. J, you're still going to try and go to PowerCon. I hope you do, of course. It depends on restrictions, I'm sure. Your best brother, Jay, and hope you're the best brother, Jay, and I hope you have another guest interview soon. Oh, thank you, Noel. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's tough to say. Not really sure how it's going to work with PowerCon. Unfortunately, here in Ontario, things are up and down. Not really sure exactly how the restrictions are going to work. So yeah, I'm kind of stuck in a rock and a hard place. I really have to play it by ear, unfortunately. But thank you, Noel. I really do appreciate that. James, I'm eager for the new AEW figures to drop here in Canada. I would too, but it seems like we're almost two ways behind for AEW figures. I don't know if you're noticing the same thing, James. We're in your area, but yeah, it seems as if we're very far behind in terms of AEW. Then again, in terms of WWE figures, it seems to be the same thing at Walmart. We really have to keep going to Toys R Us to really find some of the latest and greatest, and even then, it's a hit and miss. So yeah, it's kind of rough how things show up for any mainline figures here in Canada. It's really weird. Timothy, again, thank you so much for the super chat. It really means a lot. I really do appreciate it from my brother. Chemical Reaction, rambling for Eternia. Yeah, I know. I love Eternia, and I love Masters Universe. I love it all. So definitely, I'm going to keep rambling about my thoughts on all of that. Ace, speaking of MOTU, in Singapore's Toys R Us, there has been a brand new shipment. Unsure if it's a reissue or if it's the first wave. I hope it's the first wave again, my friend, because honestly, I'm hoping it's a new shipment. But here in Canada, I wouldn't mind another shipment of the first wave. For all you guys who have peg warmers down south, send them up here, man. Holy crap! A lot of us would like to get He-Man and Skeletor again. Like honestly, our pegs are dry in terms of the first wave. So if you guys have any first wave figures, talk to your Canadian brothers and sisters up here, because we need more He-Man. We need more Skeletor. It's crazy. We are dying for a first wave reissue. It's crazy. Believe it or not. Like I don't know why Walmart just doesn't put them all in a crate and ship them up here. It would be crazy. I think that they would actually start moving their inventory again. Armando, better late than ever. Yes, my friend. I am a little late today. Sorry about that, but yes, it is once again one of those situations where it is better late than ever. Thank you again for joining the stream. Ace, I agree that Prince Adam Skyslide is a weird combination. Yeah, I didn't mind it when it came out, but after seeing it sit there on the pegs for quite some time, I just had to think to myself, yeah, this experiment didn't really work out the way they expected. Renegade Biker, how's it going, Jay? I got the Vintage Breaker a few days ago. Nice, and I posted it on my channel. I hope to get the classified one when it comes to me at home from Target, but it will be closer to November. Yeah, so I didn't want that. That's a good segue into the next topic that I'm going to talk about, but I'll try to answer a few more questions just before going there. So yes, congratulations, Renegade Biker. Great to hear that you got your Vintage Breaker, guys. If you haven't seen, if you want to see more of Renegade Biker's channel, please head towards his YouTube channel. Check it out. He's got a great channel. He does a lot of different reviews on different vintage figures. So and protective cases and all the great things that you need to keep your collection safe. So definitely take a look at Renegade Biker 24's YouTube channel. Have you found out yet if Mezco Firefly has been released? I want to get the Legends Master lighted revolving house, as well as the PCS collectible statues as well. Well, I mean, like let's go to Big Bad Toy Store and see if there's any news. Not really sure if there will be. Mezco. Sorry, it's a Z, right? Yeah. No, it doesn't look like it. So let's try Firefly. Yeah, I knew that was going to come up. All right, Firefly G.I. Joe. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's too much information on the Mezco one. I'm not really sure if it's actually coming out or has been available yet, but I'm going to say no. So yeah, when I get some news, obviously we'll try and report on that. Chemical reaction. I give the Black Series Boba Fett to Goodwill. Someone was happy. Holy crap, dude! Are you serious? Wow, that's very generous. Yeah, somebody's very happy. So I hope that I hope somebody found that and put it in their collection. Then again, Goodwill is actually putting very expensive things into glass cases. So hopefully, maybe they realized it and found out what the going rate was for it. Doink. Sorry, I had to. I'm extremely immature. Yeah, no kidding. Thank you for that chemical reaction. Armando, Grayskull came by itself. Ah, okay. So I was right. I thought maybe Triple H was in it because he's featured on the cover. So I didn't really know. Okay, so only Grayskull by itself. Yeah, that's another reason why it didn't sell very well. So I can see with 2 figures included with Rattlesnake Mountain, I can see why it actually sold pretty quickly because we have not seen hide or hair of them here in Canada, at least Ontario. Old IT guy, hello everybody. Hey, old IT guy, good to see you, my friend. Palpatine 1975. Greetings, Exalted One. The Force is with you, MGR. Any Star Wars pickups recently? Well, actually, as luck would have it, I did pick up as early as this week. Since you asked, now I have to get up and go get it. Yeah, I did a video. I did a couple of videos about this actually. One was a short, which I showed me finding it, and the other one was the whole hunt. So that was a lot of fun. Yeah, for my latest Star Wars pickup, I was able to pick up the Walmart exclusive Captain Rex. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Went all the way up to Bolton, Ontario. About half an hour. Actually, it was an hour away, wasn't it? Yeah, about almost 45 minutes, almost an hour away. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Found three of these guys on the pegs, so I picked one up. And I didn't realize this, but yeah, he's really hard to find right now. It's kind of crazy. People are hunting him like mad. It was good to find him early. So yeah, I was able to pick him up. He looks great. I love the poncho. The episode where he showed up in the Bad Batch was really fun. Not really sure why he has the binoculars there. The rangefinder, the second rangefinder, because he's already got a rangefinder. What does he need? What does he need the second rangefinder for? I don't know. I've never understood that. Who was it? Captain Cody. Captain Cody had one. Captain Bly, Commander Bly had one. So yeah, I don't really understand why. What's the point of the secondary rangefinder? I just never understood that, right? And I'm pretty sure in the episode he doesn't even wear this thing, right? So yeah, it's just one of those things. I guess it was just to add value to the figure itself, right? But yeah, definitely one of the more popular clones. One of the more popular clone figures. So I was really happy to get this. I missed out on Captain Rex when he first came out because I wasn't collecting at the time. So I'm really happy that I was able to pick him up this time. So yeah, there you go, Palpatine 1975. My master, I have picked up Clone Captain Rex. Armando, yes, the ring, of course. Mark Mene. Hey, Mark, good to see you. I won 3 free tickets to see Snake Eyes on Facebook. Okay, cool. What is that? I'm going to see it tonight. Okay. Wow, cool. You won the 3 tickets to go see the movie. Nice. Congratulations. Going to see it tonight. Hope I'm not wasting my time. Thoughts? Yo, Joe. You know what? It doesn't look too bad. I mean, it looks okay. I don't particularly mind it. If it's got a good storyline, if it's going to be a lot of filled with a lot of action, I think it'll be fun. My expectations are always low going into films, so I'm hoping that it'll be a decent film. Mark, you got 3 free tickets, man. Go enjoy yourself. Grab some popcorn. Buy a lot of things that you couldn't buy when you usually go to movies. Popcorn, drinks, like a burger. Go enjoy yourself. It's been a long time since people have been able to go out, enjoy themselves, sit down and watch a movie. Have fun, my friend. Just go out there and have fun. Bring somebody special. Bring somebody who will appreciate the movie with you. Chemical reaction. I'm going to go. Getting delirious. Good night, all. I'll be back to finish the video. Thank you for joining us, Chemical Reaction. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Lord Mickey 2003. The Grayskull ring had two versions by itself and also with two figures, Triple H and Cena. So that's the one. So the only ones I ever saw in the stores were the ones which was just the ring itself. I never saw the 2-pack version. So that would explain why I kept thinking it came with Triple H. So it did come with Triple H and Cena. Now, was Cena the human Cena or was it the faker Cena? I'm thinking it was the human Cena, right? So okay, thanks for clarifying that, Lord Mickey. Armando picked up Storm Shadow Origins classified for $1.25. What? Are you serious? Holy crap, dude! That's a stroke of luck. Found a $20 bill outside. Oh, okay, fuck. Armando, you got me, brother. You got me. Good one. You got me. I totally. That's me not reading the rest of the sentence. Holy crap! Congratulations, my friend. That was a good score. Nice. MS1, MIS1. The WWE Master Universe ring with John Cena and Triple H ended up being big lots for $25. Man, I wish we had big lots here. I wish we had under $5. I wish we had any of those like discount stores. You guys are so lucky in the States. I really wish we had something like that. That's awesome. Congratulations. Lord Mickey, all I ever see here is the first wave. Yeah, I know. But if you have them, again, please let everybody up here know because we need them, right? We need them. Please start sending them up here, guys. Send up all wave one. Send them all up. Lord Mickey, contact me on IG. I would love to get a few of those wave one figures. 100%. Palpatine, is it true over here in Singapore? It is true. Over here in Singapore, we get so much stuff, be it Marvel Legends, Star Wars, or G.I. Joe, and so much end up shelf warming. Everyone is waiting for clearance, unfortunately. Well, that is the way it goes, unfortunately. But glad you guys are getting all the good stuff because honestly, a lot of parts of America, believe it or not, North America, Canada, yeah, it's hard to come by. It's crazy. Ace, Motu's first wave is back in Toys R Us, right? That was what I saw on the SG Toy Collectors FB page. Okay, Ace, if that's true, I might ask you for a favor. Please, I might message you later tonight. Oh my God, definitely. Timothy, the Grayskull ring came with the Grayskull ring came with John Cena and Triple H. There was another option where they came with no figures. So the ones we got here in Canada had no figures whatsoever. So yeah, that's the one that keeps peg warming up here. I see it from time to time, every so often. So that's pretty crazy. Renegade Biker, Jay, thanks for the plug on my channel. I'm hoping to get the vintage Roblox version 1. Hopefully by this week. When I get the 4th version of Classified Roblox, I will do a comparison with both. Congratulations. That's awesome. Ace, speaking of winning contests, I ever only won a Batman Forever mail-in contest in Singapore and won some BTAS figures. That was back in the day. You know what? I never win contests, to be honest with you. So whenever it happens, or if it ever happens, I will be totally blown away. I seriously will. I consider finding figures in the wild lotteries and winning lotteries in many regards. So, yeah, that's great, Ace. Palpatine. Ace, yes, I'm quite sure about the He-Man line. Toys R Us here in Singapore is starting to stock up with tons of toys. Seems the pandemic has given us collectors a unique surge over here. That's excellent, guys. Seriously, I might ask you guys to bring some of those up here. Seriously, that would be great. Renegade Biker. The vintage one of Roblox is different than the classified one with the 50 caliber, and I wonder if it should 3D print the 50 caliber with the stand for the 6-inch figure of Roblox. That's an interesting idea, Renegade. Maybe you should. Ace, I see. So likely not the issue, likely not reissue. The MOTU, just containers that got held up. Cool. Maybe that's the case. But either which way, I would love to have some of those guys. Seriously. Armando, what are your thoughts on collectors getting the figures graded? Do you have any graded? No, I don't grade my figures. I really have no idea. I just, as I said, I have the San Diego Comic-Con Boba Fett up there, and he's lit at the bottom of the pile of a whole bunch of other figures, and people have been screaming at me to get it into a glass case, and I'm like, yeah, people are kind of miffed about that. But getting them graded, I don't know. I've never graded anything in my life. I've never bought anything that's been graded. So yeah, I really don't know. I really don't have much of an opinion on that. I think if it's a figure which is well known and rare, like extremely, extremely rare, and you need to preserve that for the sake of preservation, then yeah, I think you should definitely protect it because of the frailty of the materials that are involved. But other than that, if it's only a few years old, like 10, like maybe a year old, 5 years old, 10 years old, I don't see the point. You know what I mean? Like I remember when I was a kid, I used to collect comics, and I remember way back in the day, I used to put everything in bags and boards. To a certain extent, I still do, depending on what it is. But yeah, baseball cards, all those types of things. I used to buy the little protective cases, the really hard ones for the really rare versions. But after a while, I just started realizing, I have nothing really super valuable. Like I got a couple rookie cards, which might be worth something. I don't know, but the reality is, I don't think for my personal collection, I don't think there's anything absolutely rare. Like I have a couple of those chase figures from AEW and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. It just stumbled upon them, and I don't look at toys that way. You know what I mean? I look at toys as things to play with, right? I mean, like all my masterpieces are out. Right, you know what I mean. The only reason that the majority of my collection isn't out is because I have so little space. That's really the only reason why they haven't been cracked out of their shells. Sorry, guys, I keep bumping the table. So yeah, that's my stance on that. I'm not really sure about grading. It's not something I've really thought about or even had an inclination to do. Old IT guy, thank you for being a friend. Still looking for the NECA Golden Girls. I'm sure they will look great next to Goliath when he comes out. So, so yeah, old IT guy. I don't know if you got my link, but he is available at Big Bad. They are available at Big Bad Toy Store for an early pre-order. I would again, have you taken a look at ebgames.ca? I'm pretty sure, or given your local EB Games a call, they should probably be able to tell you whether or not they can order it for you. For the next pre-order. But worst case, what I would do if I were you is I would go ahead and order them from Big Bad Toy Store and see if they can ship them up to you here. I know they will, but you will incur 9 times out of 10 you will incur an additional charge when bringing them across the border. So best of luck to you. Hopefully it'll work out. Yeah, and then if you need another alternative, there are cross-border solutions. You just have to figure out where the best one is for you. So yeah, best of luck. But let me know. Did you call EB Games? I wonder if they have an opportunity for that. Timothy, Ace, is everything on schedule is everything on schedule still for the 80s Commander, or are they going to come in early? That's a good question. Ace, love your Skeletor avatar, Timothy. We are still on schedule for the end of October. Wonderful. Thank you, and sweet. Of course, Timothy. That is amazing. Loving it. Palpatine. Sure, just let us know what you need. Would be happy to help. Guys, you would make my day. That would be sweet, guys. Thank you so much for that offer. And on that note, speaking of toy deliveries and everything in between, so got some very interesting news out of Western Ontario, over in British Columbia, and as far as Edmonton, Alberta, some early Christmas presents seem to have been showing up. Yeah, it looks like number 29, Breaker with a Ram cycle has started showing up at certain locations in Western Ontario. This news comes from G.I. Joe Classified, the Northern Outpost. Yeah, a couple of guys have posted already that they have already received their early shipments of the G.I. Joe Ram cycle and Breaker figures. This is exciting beyond belief. There have already been some reviews being posted. This is just crazy. Yeah, a lot of people seem to be posting about their success stories. Yeah, this one here, picked them up, just walked into a Toys R Us. It was a deluge. Yeah, just picked him up, and there he is inside his car with rain pitter pattering all over the place. This is crazy. So yeah, this is a very exciting development, guys. If you live in Western Ontario, in Western, the western part of Canada, British Columbia, Alberta, all those other great places, definitely call up your Toys R Us. It seems like a lot of people are having success. This one was in Edmonton. Like, wow, just crazy developments happening right now. So yeah, what like I don't you know what, it's interesting. I mean, these figures are just so ridiculously sought after right now. People are literally fighting in the streets for these things. So when you see stuff like this come up, and especially here in Canada, we don't usually get things very early. So this showing up here in Western Canada, months before it's supposed to show up, and then like people were talking. I think Target was saying something like November. Like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy. Like, the fact that people are actually picking this up at the beginning of August. This is ridiculous. August, September, August, September, October. That's 4 months. That's 4 straight months ahead of I had to do that with my fingers, by the way. That's 4 straight months of early bird, success stories. This is crazy, and this is not a doctor picture. We can pretty much see that right here. I mean, that's definitely the rain that was pouring down while he was picking this up. So yeah, very huge, very exciting developments happening with these crazy releases. Like, again, congratulations to everybody who was able to pick one up. Like, that is super exciting. To everybody out west in Edmonton and British Columbia and Manitoba and all those other places that are able to pick this up. Congratulations, that's crazy. So glad you guys don't have to do too much hunting. So glad a lot of you guys have been able to pick these up super early. Oh my gosh! I hope that a lot of us here in Ontario will get the opportunity. Called up the local Toys R Us today and asked them if there was anything in the warehouse, and they told me straight out, no, there is nothing showing up in Ontario, and they literally told me everything is in the West. Everything is in British Columbia, Edmonton, all those great places. Those guys are having the field day with this. So yeah. Congratulations to everybody out there who was able to snag one of these. This is great news. Hopefully they'll have a refresh soon. So yeah, what do you guys think though? This is some crazy stuff happening right now. I can't believe this is already being showing up at locations on Toys R Us well before Target, who was of course supposed to be the first ones to grab these things. Apparently not. Apparently, you have the place to be to get the Ram Cycle is Western Ontario. Sorry, is Western Canada. Wow, what an amazing development! That just blows my mind. I can't believe that Western Canada is the first ones to get these. This is insane. The packaging looks great. Very reminiscent of what we got with the Baroness. Pretty much identical, actually, in a lot of ways. We see Breaker here along with the Ram Cycle, the ammo pack, and the side skirt there, helmet. Yeah, a lot of great things that come with this accessories, but looking forward to actually finally putting this in the collection. They canceled, as a few guys already know. They canceled my pre-order for the Ram Cycle at Target, so I'm very upset with them. But if this actually starts to start showing up here in Ontario, I think that shows that karma works, and that because I lost out on the Target pre-order. Meaning that I'll actually end up picking it up for the Ontario order. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. Maybe it may be another month away. I don't know how long it's going to take, but hopefully it'll be in a month or two. Maybe hopefully before Target. That way I can be like, hey, look what I got, Target. But that's the way things run. That's the way toy hunting goes, unfortunately. But yeah, very interesting to find out that Western Ontario was actually the first ones. Sorry, Western Canada was actually the first ones to actually get these amazing new Cobra Island exclusives. Holy crap. Can't believe it. Huge thanks to Toys R Us for actually getting these out early to us. Wow, what a development happening these days. Can't believe that this is actually a thing. I have heard, by the way, that they periodically show up online. So if anybody's actually interested in trying to hunt these down, definitely check out what your local Toys R Us. Maybe you get lucky, maybe you don't. I don't know exactly how it works. They don't exactly have a lot of early advanced notice, as a lot of people have found out, not just recently, but continuously, whether it be Target, whether it be Toys R Us. This is just something that again, these retailers, whether it be online or in store, they have very little notice for us to figure out when these things are going to be available. It's up to word of mouth for each of us to actually figure out that this is happening. And for those lucky few who figured out that these things were actually showing up in Western Canada, yeah, you got super lucky, guys. Wonderful. That's so awesome. Glad to hear that everyone was able to, a number of people, a number of Joe fans were actually able to pick this up. I am seriously hoping that it was all fans who picked these up and not scalpers, because I'm fully expecting that this thing is already on eBay for the few, let's call them enterprising individuals who were able to pick this up. So yeah, really hoping that collectors were able to grab these, not just scalpers. And I'm hoping that these things are everything everyone was hoping for. The Baroness turned out to be a great figure. So did her Cobra Coil. So I'm really hoping for the same with the Ram Cycle and with Breaker. So really looking forward to finally having that in hand when it happens. So amazing, guys, just incredible. So old IT guy says. No local pre-order EB. Okay, that's unfortunate. I was hoping that maybe they would have something, but again, these things do take time. So I think what the heck? I think if I were you, old IT guy, I would just go ahead and put an order in with Big Bad Toy Store. You don't have to put any money down. So just put in the order for the pre-order there. You only get charged once the item gets ready for shipped, and you can even put it in your pile of loot, so that you can hold on to it until you figure out how to get it over across the border. So yeah, I would just bite the bullet and order it from Big Bad Toy Store before they run out, because believe it or not, they will run out. No matter how obscure or niche each of these products are, there are fans out there who once they discover them. Sorry guys, it's almost midnight here. I'm getting a bit tired. Yeah, once they discover. Once they discover that they're available for sale, they will actually pounce on them. So I would go ahead and pre-order them. So if the wifey really wants them, I'll order them from Big Bad. I think you should. Or on another note, I spent my savings as a teenager on Eric Lindros rookie card. What a waste of money. At the time he seemed like such a great prospect. If he knew how to look up and how to dribble, how to a little bit of puck handling with looking up, I think he would definitely have had a much longer career. I mean, man, he was the phenom. He was big. He was fast. He was everything everyone wanted to be. Unfortunately, he kept looking down when he needed to look up. Right. So, yeah, too many hits to the head, too many concussions. So, unfortunately, that is what happens in hockey. That's where the bullet, the hockey puck breaks, I guess. MSI1. That motorcycle breaker is awesome. Yes, and I'm hoping we see him very soon. MSI1. I really am. Mark Benet, what G.I. Joe figs did you pick up lately? The Snake Eyes movie starts at 10:30 p.m. Western Coast time. I'm going to have popcorn and enjoy the real world with masks. Stay safe, my friend. Stay safe, Mark. The last G.I. Joe figure I picked up, in truth, I was able to find another set of Cobra Vipers at Toys R Us recently. It was totally by luck. And yeah, they were just there, sitting on the shelf. And yeah, I just picked up one for me and one for a friend. So yeah, those were the last two that I was actually able to pick up until I heard about Breaker. Hopefully he'll be showing up pretty soon too. So yeah, really exciting stuff that are happening in the toy world today. Armando, question on BBTS. If I order two items and one releases earlier than the other, will it ship or will they hold it off until they ship both? Armando, you should always put everything in your pile of loot. Look it up. Pile of loot on BBTS. Make sure you put everything into your pile of loot. If you haven't done that yet for your pre-orders, call BBTS and tell them that's what you want to do. They will hold on to as many figures as you want, and then you basically tell them which ones you want to ship out so that you save on shipping. Because if you put everything into one gigantic box, it's only $4, and then they'll ship it out. So definitely, Armando, make sure to use the pile of loot when you're ordering from Big Bad Toy Store. You have up to, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and please don't quote me on this, I think they hold it up for 3 months. So I think it's 30, 60, I think it's 90 days. 30, 60, 90. I think that's the max you can hold it up to. So please, go back to BBTS, take a look at your pile of loot. If there's an option in your pre-orders right now to switch them to Pile of Loot, do it immediately. If not, you have to give them a call and tell them that you want all these pre-orders set to your Pile of Loot. Good, best of luck, Marmando. Mr. Bastastic, hey, Mr. Bastastic, good to see you, my friend. How's it going? It's going well. Just actually, we were just talking about some of the great stuff that's been happening with GI Joe, obviously, and yeah, we were talking about some of the people who have been able to pick up from GI Joe Classified Northern Outpost. Some people have actually been able to pick up the Breaker and Ram Cycle from Toys R Us. So yeah, just reminiscing on all these great finds, and the lucky people who have been able to pick these up. So yeah, have you been able to contact anybody in Western Canada? See if they can help you out, Mr. Backtastic. I'm trying my best, but so far I'm getting goose eggs. But it is what it is, and again, it's just all for fun for the most part. Don't want to go crazy looking for these toys. I mean, they're great hobbies, guys, but at the end of the day, they're just toys. Got to keep it real. Got to keep it civil. There's a lot of other things, a lot of other crazy things happening in the world. Toys are toys, and they're a lot of fun. But at the end of the day, we have to be real about things when it all boils down to the end. So yeah. Last thing I wanted to touch on today, for the most part, was the Bad Batch. Yeah, guys. I don't know about you guys, but the Bad Batch is looking pretty crazy. It's got me energized for the Star Wars. Getting back into it. It's so amazing. Timothy, I'm getting up at 4 a.m. in Oregon. I'll catch you in the next time, brothers. Timothy, thank you again so much. Your support means the world to me, my friend. You are amazing. Thank you again for the super chat. Thank you again. Have a great weekend. Stay safe and be well, Timothy. I really appreciate it. Mr. Fantastic, that breaker is awesome. I keep checking True Sight and crossing my fingers. Yeah, hopefully we'll get lucky, Mr. Fantastic. Hopefully we will get lucky. Mark, I have 3 G.I. Joe Storm Shadows and 25th anniversary. I bought for $20 a piece. Holy crap, dude. That is so lucky. Congratulations. I just checked eBay and they're $100 to $140. Crazy. Is this inflation? No, that's not inflation. That is the secondary market doing its thing. But when did you buy those? You didn't buy those just now, did you? That can't be. That can't be right. I imagine you bought them a year ago or something, right? But then again, you tell me, because that's nuts. And you got to remember, that might not be what they're actually going for. That actually might be what people want to sell them for. But you do have to check whether or not they're sold or not. If the sold items will tell you what the market is really looking for. And oftentimes it's not as expensive as that. At least I hope so. But you just never know. So, but congratulations. That is great. That's great value for the investment you made. Old IT guy, I'm in Saskatchewan. I'll go check Toys R Us. Message you if I find one for you. That would be awesome, old IT guy. Thank you so much. You are the best. Thank you so much. Maybe we can do something. Maybe because I have a way to get the Golden Girls across to Ontario. So maybe if you end up grabbing a few, we can make a trade. Because Mr. Backtastic, I'm pretty sure he would want a couple of them. So yeah, please let me know if you are able to grab them, old IT guy, and we can definitely work something out. Because again, I have a way to get things across the border, and if you can get them from Saskatchewan, please, that'll be awesome. Mark Manet, you picked them up in 2009, dude. That is quite the investment. Congratulations, that's excellent. Armando, I was able to switch to Pile of Loot. Thanks. That's the way to do it, dude. That's the way to do it. Exactly. Hold them in your Pile of Loot. You'll be fine. Renegade Biker. Jay, do you have any idea on how to fix statues of PCS collectibles? Mine seem to be warping to the left, and I think I might have been due to before I had air conditioning in my unit installed. That's unfortunate. My God. Are you serious? Oh crap, that sucks. Unfortunately, no. I have no idea how to deal with warping statues. I'm sorry, Renegade Biker. I'm really sorry to hear that. Jesus, yeah. No, keep him in a cool place. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. That sucks, dude. Holy crap, I didn't even know that would happen. Jeez. Best of luck to you, brother. Holy crap, that really sucks. Oh, man. So much money and they're warping? Oh, my God. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Yeah, the only thing I can think of, to be honest with you, is to lie them down and hopefully they'll, with the heat, they'll go back to normal. I don't know. You know what? Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Talk to somebody, call them up, call them back and say, hey, this is happening. What do I do? Seriously, that's nuts. That's stupid. That's crazy. Oh my God. Seriously, call them up. Find out what the hell's going. That should not be happening. Not the figures you've spent so much money on. That's ridiculous. Pardon me, guys. It's fantastic. If I have any luck with Breaker, I'll keep you in mind. Thank you, sir. It's always good. Again, hunters helping hunters. It's the best thing. Armando, LeBron James Space Jam head is going for $1,400 with. Those are all troll bids, guys. Those are all troll bids. There's. That's not real. People are just stupid. That's dumb. That is dumb. All those bids are going to get retracted. All those bids are going to get retracted. Nobody's going to pay $1,400 for a Space Jam head. That is just ridiculous. I can go. They're peg warming here in Canada. I can go pick them all up. It's crazy, just nuts. If that was true, that would be freaking hilarious. I'm gonna share that with my group. We'll all get a good laugh out of it. Anyways, everybody, I think I'll end the stream a little early today. It looks like it's almost midnight and it's Sunday, so it is a work day tomorrow. So I don't want to keep too many people up past the time that they need to. Thank you again so much for joining me tonight. It started really late. I really apologize for that. I was catching up with some Olympics news. I'm Filipino, and we won our first Olympic gold medal like 2 weeks ago. I didn't even know that. Goes to show what I knew. So I just had to catch up on some videos and watch, this amazing performance by this wonderful, weightlifter. She did our country proud. Amazing performance. So I was captivated by what I was watching, and I totally missed the time that I was usually go at 8:00, and by that time I was kind of wiped, and I was like, all right, give me about half an hour, which turned into an hour just to take a break, and I was like, all right, you know what? I've got to at least put something out there, let everybody see that, I'm here for you guys. And yeah, I'm so glad you guys stuck around. 25 people in the, watching right now. 25 people in the chat right now. So yeah, so much great stuff happening. Guys, you are amazing. Thank you again so much for sticking with me all these years, for all your support. You guys are amazing. Timothy Hans, once again, thank you so much for your generous super chat. You are amazing, my brother. Thank you so much for the support. You guys are incredible. Thank you for everything. Ace, PCS pop culture shock. Warping figures sounds likely PVC figures. Better to check with the manufacturer. So there you go. Renegade Biker. Ace is giving a great suggestion. As I said, maybe you should check with the guys who sold it to you. That's pretty crazy. That to me is just unacceptable. That's crazy. Mr. Fantastic. Good night, Jay. Thanks for another great stream. Thank you, Mr. Fantastic. Thank you so much for everything. You guys are amazing. Old IT guy, have a good night. I'll head out after work tomorrow. Thank you, old IT guy. I really appreciate it. Don't go crazy. It's not the end of the world. I totally get it. Thank you so much. But if you do find it, we can definitely do something with a trade. Would love to be able to grab those Golden Girls for you. Awesome. Renegade Biker 24. Thanks, Collector. Yes, you guys should definitely connect somehow. Get some back and forth. Wonder if I should get the legs in hot water Collector. Ooh, I don't know about that, guys. Again, talk to the manufacturer first, Renegade, before you do anything. Please don't just do anything because you think it's a good idea. That might not turn out that well. It might be the opposite of what you want. So definitely call the manufacturer first. That's what I would definitely do. Email them, find out what they can do for you, if anything. Armando, good night. Until next week. Armando, thank you again. Good journey, my friend. Good journey. All right, guys. So once again, I want to thank everybody for joining me for the stream. This was so great. You guys are awesome as always. I love hanging out with you guys. Doing this for me is the highlight of my week. So I really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me on a Sunday night. Man, 12 o'clock a.m. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel. You guys are the best. I hope each and every one of you are doing well and staying safe. Guys, if, of course, as always, if you have anything, if you guys want to do some trades or anything of that, please hit me up on Instagram. I never do this on time. I really should. If you are in the position to be able to help out the channel, please check out my Patreon page. It's scrolling right there across the screen. Again, if you want to trade some figures or have anything to show me, hit me up on Instagram. You can always contact me there. And you can even send me an email here at j@geekproud.com. Guys, I always try to read all your messages and all your emails. It really does mean the world to me. You guys are amazing. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. A couple more just before we go tonight. Gonzo Hunting. Thanks, Jay. Thank you to Gonzo Hunting. Good night. James, thank you for the show, dude. Thank you so much, James. And cheers, everybody. Cheers, everybody. Have a great night. Guys, thank you again for joining for the stream. You guys are the best. I really do hope that all of you are doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Geek Proud.